This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday. I'm John Zimney in the MNC News Center. Here on this June the 21st, 2024. And the news getting started now with our top local stories. St. Joseph County leaders are trying to gain ground, so to speak, in the solar power industry, but they have to convince the people who live there first.
Amanda Mitchell leads a local group of residents who have been unsure about the idea of solar farms near their homes.
You saw in the meeting that someone were like, well, are we for it or against it? How is this? Because they want to understand the issue better and how it's going to protect them in the community.
The county's Area Plan Commission voted in favor of proposed changes to ordinances on Wednesday that would place a few more restrictions on where companies can use agricultural land to build. Many in the public, though, used the meeting to voice their concerns about solar for the first time, says Mitchell. Kirk Darling, Network Indiana.
Meantime, Indiana conservationists say state leaders should adopt a strategy to develop solar and wind power generation sites on lands such as abandoned mines or brownfields.
Sean Mobley with the Nature Conservancy's Indiana branch says there's less resistance to using sites that he says don't really serve a purpose.
If you have these acres that are abandoned mines or brownfields, they're not really serving a purpose in the community. They're not serving a purpose economically anymore. We see clean energy as a way to transition those back to productive acres.
In a survey, 66% of Hoosiers favor solar energy production and 69% support adding state incentives to facilitate solar and wind development on brownfields and mine lands. Derek Decker, MNC News.
One of three women who was shot early Thursday morning in South Bend has died. Officers were called to the 500 block of Perry Street on the reports of gunfire. And there they found a woman who was shot when they arrived. Shortly afterward, they discovered two more women with gunshot wounds were brought to the hospital from the same place. Well, yesterday afternoon, investigators announced that 28-year-old Jasmine Swanson died due to her injuries, making the shooting now a homicide investigation. Elkhart police have identified the 19-year-old man they say was at the center of a shooting late Monday night in the 1800 block of Fisher Drive. That suspect, Davian Brown, allegedly shot and injured a 23-year-old man multiple times and took the victim to Elkhart General Hospital. Police detained Brown at the hospital. He's now charged with aggravated battery. His bond was previously set at $1 million. New this morning on MNC, a group of Republicans in the Michigan State House have introduced a bill that would designate the AR-15 as the state's official firearm.
Opponents suggest that the bill is designed to score political points with the GOP's base and say that it's ridiculous to focus on an official state firearm for Michigan when there are so many other pressing things that the State House could be working on. WSJM reports that none of the dozen Republicans sponsoring the bill are from Southwest Michigan. The group behind the bill says that they want to dispel misconceptions about the AR-15. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
And the Elkhart Parks and Recreation Department has unveiled the full lineup for its 2024 Summer Chill concert series.
The free family-friendly events are happening 4 times over the summer, offering great live music, food, and summer fun. The first event is this Friday, June 21st, at the Nibco Water and Ice Park from 7 until 9, kicking off with Q Sonics, a blues rock band. The concert is open to the public, and Brass Elk Brewing will be on site for attendees to purchase food or beverages. And be sure to mark your calendars for next month's event, scheduled for July 19th. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Well, the city of Elkhart just popping with music this weekend, because not only that, but then you have the huge Elkhart Jazz Festival that is taking place in the downtown area and at the Lerner Theater tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday. So Elkhart, the place to be if you want to get down and boogie, so to speak. The very latest now is an Indiana man stands accused in the fatal stabbing of his adult son.
Investigators say an argument over dirty dishes led Timothy Lisby to grab a knife and stab his son Christopher in the heart at their Indianapolis mobile home. Family friend Jeremiah Green witnessed the altercation and called 911.
I've never seen no one bleed that bad.
Christopher Lisby was rushed to the hospital but later died. His father faces aggravated battery charges, but those could be upgraded. He's due in court Friday. Homicide detectives have taken over the investigation. Tom Graham, Fox News.
Turning to Michiana's election headquarters, Democratic gubernatorial candidate Jennifer McCormick has named her preferred running mate.
McCormick believes Dr. Terry Gooden can help her restore civility, common sense, and bipartisanship to the State House. At the conference, Gooden said,
"The Hoosier cause is the Democrat cause. It's a cause built on the foundation of equality, hard work, good schools, and, more importantly, hope."
The 2024 Indiana Democratic Party State Convention will be held on July 13th at the Convention Center in Indianapolis. Sasha Nixon, Network Indiana.
A pornography website will be shutting down access in Indiana soon.
It's because of your lawmakers. At least that's what the parent company of Pornhub is saying. The website's owner, ALO, which is based in Canada, is suing the state over a new law requiring age verification online. The law would require porn sites to demand personal information like a driver's license number in order for Hoosiers to look at their content. ALO says age verification on individual devices is safer rather than people having to do it online. They plan to block access to Pornhub July 1st. Kurt Darling, Network Indiana.
Missouri police arrested 5 men, 3 from Mexico, 2 from Honduras, accused of kidnapping a teenage girl from Cass County, Indiana. The girl's father reported her missing to Logansport police. The girl's cell phone was tracked to a vehicle that was headed westbound on US 35 in Missouri. Authorities believe the men were taking her to California. A South Bend man's hospitalized with life-threatening head injuries after the motorcycle he was on collided with a delivery truck. This crash happened on Wednesday afternoon at Michigan Street and Fairview Street. The initial reports indicate that the delivery van driven by a Mishawaka man was trying to make a northbound turn but turned into the path of the motorcycle. Well, MDOT is inviting Michigan pedestrians to fill out a survey about the roads.
Michigan's Department of Transportation is asking people to take the survey about the needs of those on the roads, specifically the vulnerable users of the roads who walk, bike, or roll without a vehicle. MDOT is looking for information to better understand the needs of pedestrians in order to plan and manage the roads in ways that work to the benefit of those both in and out of vehicles. You can find the survey through August 18th at the Michigan.gov website, and we have a link with this story at 953mnc.com. Mike Wilson, MNC News.
Well, residents have been living there for quite a while, and the grocery store on the ground level has been the source of controversy before the first move-ins ever happened. But yesterday, there was reason to celebrate as downtown South Bend Incorporated hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony to formally announce the grand opening of 300 East, located in the same building as the East Race Market. During that grand opening, attendees had a chance to explore the apartments that are still open for tenants. And School City of Mishawaka is inviting everybody to take a little break.
The 4th annual One Day in Take a Mental Health Day is coming up on June 22nd, the first Saturday of summer. The event will be in Central Park from 11 to 2 with a free picnic lunch for the first 500 guests, courtesy of Martin's. There will be free Kona Ice and Bonnie Dunes ice cream. The Girl Scouts will be there, and there will be free activities and giveaways from community partners, as well as info and resources about mental health programs. You can learn more at mishawakaschools.com/oneday. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
Partly sunny skies today and hot and humid again. We're looking at high temperatures up around 93 this afternoon. Feel like temperatures between 95 and 100. There's a slight chance for an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. We'll see that this evening as well. Then quiet overnight. We'll drop to 73. And then partly sunny, slight chance of a shower and a high of 95 for Saturday. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
You can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day. To get signed up, go to 953mnc.com. Click where it says On Demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.